Hello everyone. Welcome to this video lesson based on the poem by Hilaire Belloc, The Justice of the Peace. The main theme of this poem is social inequality. The poem is presented in the form of a dialogue or a conversation between two individuals. The main speaker is a government official who is rich and powerful. The second speaker is a poor, powerless, and an ordinary farmer. This video lesson is divided into 5 parts. The first part examines the title of the poem along with some details about the author. The title of the poem, that is, The Justice of the Peace, refers to a judicial officer of a lower court. He is elected or appointed to maintain peace and order. The author, Hilaire Belloc, believed in social equality, and most of his works projected this idea. He was known as an outspoken person. He was also a man of letters who wrote essays and poems. Belloc was also an orator, a poet, a sailor, a satirist, a writer of letters, a soldier, and a political activist. The second part looks at the first stanza of the poem. The speaker, that is, the justice of the peace, says that there are certain things which belong to the rich and there are certain things which belong to the poor. He uses these words as a caution. Distinguish carefully between the two. He says that he is the kind and pleasant lord of 5,000 acres of land. He tells the poor farmer that the only thing that the poor farmer owns are the shirt, brimless hat, shoe, and half a coat. The stanza ends with the official telling that he has a right. He wants the poor farmer to understand that. The third part looks at the second stanza of the poem. The stanza opens with the words, I have a right. The speaker continues with the same tone from the first stanza. He says that he has a right because he has a right. He advises the poor man to be calm and obey the rules. He also asks him to remember his own low status in life. He tells the poor farmer not to fight the system or join the people and form a group. He uses the word goad, which is a tool used to make animals move forward. The stanza ends with the tone of violence when the rich man uses the word pricks, which refers to the pain caused by a sharp object which may refer to the goad. The fourth part examines the last stanza. The stanza opens with the words of the poor farmer. This is the first time that the poor farmer is voicing his opinion. He says that he does not envy the rich man for his hat or shoes. He asks the rich man why he should envy his small farm. The rich man replies that it is foolish trying to fight against money, power, and fate. He says that he has got the upper hand and he plans to keep it. The poem ends with a powerful question from the rich person, do you understand? The fifth part examines the main ideas and themes in the poem. Number 1. Social inequality. A world where everyone is treated equally still exists in our dreams. Number 2. Economic inequality. The rich and the poor divide. The rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Number 3. The greed of the human beings. We are reminded about the quote by Mahatma Gandhi. The world has enough for everyone's needs, but not everyone's greed. Number 4. Powerful men always win. Where there is power, there is always a way. Number 5. The silence of the oppressed. The poor farmer has just 2 lines in the 18-line poem. Even his questions are ignored by the justice of the peace. Number 6. The irony in the poem. The irony is that the justice of the peace is supposed to maintain peace and order in the land. But what we see here, he is disturbing the peace and tranquility. Number 7. The poem is also highly satirical because it makes fun of the social structure. Number 8. The poem is a classic example of the literary style known as dramatic monologue. Number 9. Another poem which can be read along with this poem is Dodo by the same author, Hilaire Belloc. Number 10. The Justice of the Peace is not an easy poem to read because it deals with a socially relevant theme. It is also a poem which makes us think critically about the life we see around us.